Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Morden, Manitoba. We're at the Access Event Center for this afternoon game in the MFHL between the home team, the Pembina Valley Hawks, and the away team, the Interlake Lightning. I'm your play-by-play commentator for today's matchup, Graham Forsyth. To my right is my color commentator, Cody Wallen. To my far right is Seth Rock. It's a three-man crew today. This is our pregame show. It's brought to you by Marie Chrysler in Morden and Carman. And let's start off with these two teams coming into today's game. The Hawks, fresh off a loss last night against the Winnipeg Avros, falling in that one, falling to 3-4 on the season, and Interlake comes into this one 0-6. And in today's game, what do you think Pembina Valley is going to need to do first off, Cody, to avenge yesterday's loss and come out here and put in a full 60 minutes?
They're going to want to come out hard right from the get-go. That was one thing we kind of noticed in yesterday's game. They were a little slow off the start. That will be something they'll look to kind of nip in the butt today and get a full 60-minute effort.
Yeah, I agree with Cody there. They like a 60-minute effort, like he said, and the Hawks, they shouldn't come out here though looking at Interlake's record and take them lightly. That's one thing you really don't want to do with a struggling team. Sometimes if you do take the foot off of gas a little bit, they can hop on you pretty hard. So I think, like Cody said, the Hawks need to come out here aggressive. They need to come out here fast-paced, and they should have a good opportunity to get the win here today if they play the way they want to.
And we saw it yesterday in the third period as Pembina Valley started getting more aggressive, started picking off pucks, and made it tougher on the Avros, even though the Avros got a goal still in that period, a much better 20 minutes from the Hawks than we saw in the previous two periods. Talking about Interlake Lightning, this team has been struggling this season, 0-6 to this point, but one upside has been their goaltenders. Seth, I know you love talking about goaltenders. Let's get your thoughts on what these Interlake Lightning goaltenders have been like this season throughout their game so far in the MFHL.
Yeah, they both have been very, very good, and you've seen, or at least I've seen their stats on paper before, and how many shots they've had to face it's pretty impressive, the amount of saves that they've been able to make, and just very, very strong goaltending is very key. And for a team like Interlake, they look to their goaltending often because they are outshot most games that they do play. So I think to this game again, we're going to see a lot of that again. The goaltending is going to be very strong, though, and, as long as Interlake can come out fast start, I think they also have a good opportunity to get on the board here early as well.
Yeah, and just to kind of build off that there, Seth, looking at the goaltending for the Interlake Lightning, they do have Caitlin Dorsch. Just looks like she is going to be the one who is going to be starting today, and just kind of looking back to last week, she was nominated for the league goaltender of the week, so she's going to be looking to continue off of that strong play that did get her nominated, and with her facing a lot of shots, you look to see she's going to be ready once the puck drop does get underway.
And last season as well, even though it was a short season that got cut short due to the pandemic, Rachel Halderson ended up winning goaltender of the week as well. So if there's one thing to look for on this Interlake Lightning team, it's definitely going to be their goaltenders in the pipes. But talking about this returning talent that Interlake has, then we'll talk about Pembina Valley some more. Lots of returning players for this Interlake team. You got Katie Dorsch, number 4, Brooke Wadge, number 5, Kiora Johansson, number 6, Kylie Ems Finson, number 7, Kennedy Christensen, Brooke Barilski, as well as Emerson McCauley and Sarah Shuchuk and Rachel Halderson as well as the returning players for this team. And Seth, when I had you on Seth's Inside Scoop on my show, you said that you're looking for Emerson McCauley to really get things going for this team in this game, with her being the captain of the team. What do you expect, you both? What do you both expect, you and Seth, from Cody and Seth, from this captain today for Interlake?
Yeah, well, I'm expecting a full leadership game, like a lead by example type game. Like, she may not get a goal, she may not, put up an assist, but it's the little things that captains do that can really spark your team, whether it's a good play in the defensive zone, a good play in the neutral zone, or even a good play in the offensive zone. Wherever it is, if they can make a good play and they can get a good opportunity, a lot of your teammates can get rallied up from that, and that's a really good thing I think Interlake is going to be looking for today.
Yeah, when a team is kind of struggling, as Interlake has been so far this year, they do often, you want to look to your leadership group, and, game like today, I feel she's going to be a big part of it. With them coming in, not having won a game yet this year, she's going to be a big part of trying to get the ball rolling and getting their team into the win column on this year.
With that being said about Interlake not coming into today's game with a win so far, they're going to be hungry. It's to be expected. I feel like they're going to come out hungry to win this one. As the team that's favored, like Pembina Valley is, having the better record, what's the mindset like for a team like that that's trying to bounce back and not trying to fall to a team that's winless so far this season?
Yeah, Seth kind of alluded to it before. Don't take anything for granted. This team is not going to go all year in the Interlake Lightning. They're not going to go all year without a win. And it's going to be when teams do take them for granted that you're going to get caught flat-footed, and that's something that Pembina Valley is going to look to not let happen in today's game. Yeah,
I do agree with Cody there. And I could even watching the warm-up there, I could see that there was a lot of smiles on the Interlake team. They all looked still really positive. And sometimes when a team loses lots, they can get all down on themselves. But also, on the other hand, some teams can get hungrier and hungrier. So I'm thinking Interlake's going to come out pretty hungry for this game. And I think Pembina Valley just needs to be able to not take them for granted and just play them hard like they played the Avros hard in those last two periods yesterday.
Kaylee Franz got the start last night for Pembina Valley. Of course, she gets the loss in that one. There were times where a lot of shots were coming at her. We spoke about it on the first two Avro goals. Just speak about, what you guys saw from Kaylee Franz's game last night in terms of what you liked, what some of the things you guys didn't like from her game as well.
Yeah, two of the goals, the first two goals looked like they were kind of scrambles in front of the net, and second, third, fourth opportunity shots that she was kind of reeling on, and you can't really fault a goalie in those situations when you're a mad scramble and there's chaos in front of the net. That'll be something that Pembina Valley will look to kind of eliminate today. Is that kind of high traffic in front of the net and in that kind of slot area.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with Cody there. And I just think she did have a very, very good game yesterday, and we've seen her play very, very good in the past. And, I think just in order for them to have a good game, you just need to maybe the defense in front of her needs to be a little bit stronger by knocking pucks away or making sure she's able to cover things up. But overall, I think she did have a very, very good game yesterday. And one thing I think she may need to work on is she did look to get a little down on herself after a few of those goals, especially the first two, which, like Cody said, those ones definitely weren't really her fault. There was like he said, fourth and fifth opportunities there. So as long as the goaltending can stay resilient, I think they have a good chance today.
Well, one thing that certainly doesn't help Pembina Valley this weekend, didn't help them in last night's game, was the absence of captain and senior Quinn McLaren being out for this weekend due to her signing some papers for university down in St. Louis this weekend. Just got the word from Dana Bell before we did go live. Congratulations to Quinn McLaren, of course, solidifying that commitment to Lindenwood University. But, Quinn has been, in my opinion, the strongest player on that back end, maybe the strongest player on Pembina Valley all season long. How do you guys see her absence affecting today's game?
Well, even just quickly looking at the stats here, in her 6 games that she's played in the regular season so far, she's got 5 points from the back end. And when you're maintaining almost a point per game from the defense, you really can see that you're dependent upon moving that puck up the ice on the breakout, and usually somebody who's an integral part of that breakout.
Yeah, I agree, and it's to me like it's also not just offense with her. It's just her overall game in general is just really really good, and she is a big piece to this team. Like we mentioned, like how we know she's the captain of this team. They look to her to provide offense and good defensive plays. So with her absence, it will be a little bit tough to get into the game. But I think if they stay motivated and excited, like that we often do see them on the bench, I think they still do have a good chance here.
Let's go to keys to the game, then we'll talk about players to watch and give you guys starting lineups. The keys to the game for both Pembina Valley and Interlake in today's game.
Well, I'm going to start off with Interlake. I'd say the key to the game for Interlake today, just kind of looking at their prior record, is doing their best to eliminate some of the shots, the unnecessary shots towards goal. When the goalies are consistently facing 50-plus shots, they're definitely going to, you're going to definitely let some in at that quantity of shots, and you're going to want to eliminate the quantity as best you can.
Yeah, my key to the game for Pembina Valley here is just going to come out strong. Because last game we saw that they did come out and they were a little bit mesmerized by Winnipeg. So if they come out strong today, come out speedy, hard on the forecheck like we saw in the third period, I do believe that they're going to have a very, very successful game here.
Let's go to players of the game in today's game. One from Cody, one from Seth. You guys pick which team you want to go with, and give your player of the game. Players to watch. Players to watch, sorry.
So a player that I'm going to go with today to watch is, I'm going to go with Caitlin Dorsch in goal. She is going to be someone I think is going to have a substantial part on how her team fares today. Whether she can, continue on to block a majority of the shots that she faces. I do see her team faring well.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with Pembina Valley here. I'm going to say Abby Bordadui because last game we saw she had multiple opportunities up on the rush with her fantastic skill set and speed and got quite a lot of opportunities, like I said. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go with her tonight.
We'll give you guys the starting lineup for tonight's game and then end off this pregame show. Starting for the home team, the Pembina Valley Hawks. In net is going to be Tria Enns. On forward up front, we're going to see the same starting lineup. We're going to see Annika Braun, Abby Bordadui, and as well as number 9, Mackenzie Cooling. And then on defense, we're going to see Erica Fiala and Leah Puteau. And then for the Interlake Lightning, we're going to see Katie Dorsch get the start in net. Number 5, Kiara Johansson. Number 6, Kylie Ems Finson. Number 7, Kennedy Christensen. Number 15, Brooke Barilski. And number 16, Brianne Windross getting the start as the skaters. Out for today for Interlake is going to be Tessa Stewart, number 13, and number 14, Jaden Fable. And then for Pembina Valley, same as yesterday, Quinn McLaren, Maya Pierce, and number 3, Janick Grenier. It's about to start the Canadian National Anthem. This has been the pregame show brought to you by Murray Chrysler and Morden and Carmen. We'll be back for the call after the playing of the Canadian National Anthem. And the And we're back here at the Access Events Center. The puck is dropped here in this afternoon game between the Interlake Lightning and the Pembina Valley Hawks. This game is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. There's going to be an icing early on here by Interlake, sending it back into their zone for the first time in this game. And we're going to see Abby Bordadui taking the draw here for Pembina Valley, going up against number 7 for Interlake. Going to be Interlake trying to break out. Bordadui getting in the way of that Puto, trying to get it in for the Hawks. Going to go across to Braun. Braun into the Interlake zone now. Braun taking the puck wide. She sends it out in front, but that's going to be taken away by the Lightning and cleared into the Pembina Valley zone. Going to be Abby Bordadui with the puck. She's going to turn it over in her own zone, but Cambry Martin's going to take that puck away from number 4, Brooke Wedge. And on the puck now is Pembina Valley. Now sending that one on net, but it's going to be Dorsch making the save and covering it up for stopping into play with 18:54 remaining in this period.
Yeah, early on, Pembina Valley's getting some shots here, and they're going to look to continue the same in this next following minutes here.
Going to be played off the boards, out of the Interlake zone. Naomi Scharf finding Cambry Martin's getting tripped up, but no call on the play. Scharf going to go across to Foster. Foster trying to go back across, but it's going to be Emerson McCauley there with the stick to break that one up. There's Johansson now trying to get that puck in deep for Interlake, but it's going to be picked off and taken the other way by Cambry Martins. Cambry Martins getting into the zone, putting that puck in deep and going off for a change. Going to be held in by Van Stoner. Shot on net. Going to be gloved down by Katie Dorsch and stopping the play here with 18:14 left in the period. And I do notice that Dorsch is wearing the A for the Interlake Lightning
I was actually
season.
just about to bring that up there, Graham. That's not something you normally see as a goalie with a letter. So
taking me back to the Luongo days when he was the captain of the team, even though he didn't have the right to wear the C on the jersey due to the NHL's rules. But pretty cool to see that, a goaltender with an A. We're back to play here in this game. Going to be out of the zone. Ems Finson going to send it in for Interlake. Attacking there is Christensen. It's going to be to Ava Dale Bozic. Dale Bozic going to send that off the boards. Bounces over a teammate's stick. 19 for Kesselman for Interlake. It's going to be brought in now by Sarah Shuchuk. Shuchuk going to have that pass get away from her. Going to send that out in front, but unable to connect there was Interlake, and Pembina Valley getting it out. Here's Annika Braun now fending off a defender. Annika Braun getting the puck, taking it around the net, loses possession of it. It's out in front, and Cooling unable to get a shot on net there in close. Interlake trying to break out. It's going to be picked off now by Bordadui. Bordadui with the puck. She's going to send that off the boards, down low to a teammate. Trying to go back to Bordadui, trying to go to Foster, but Foster almost loses an edge there and gets that taken away from her. And Tria Ends just going to cover that one up, and we're going to get a face-off inside the Pembina Valley zone.
Yeah, back to your guys' point on the A on Caitlin Dorsch. That just seems like, to me, that just seems like how much they have trust in her and how much they look to her to provide leadership for the team, and it's just great to see that on a goalie.
One of the returning players on this year's Interlake Lightning team. Going to be passed up to Gracie Carrolls. Gracie Carrolls now going to send that one on Dorsch. On net, Dorsch saves it. And going to be Interlake behind the goal line now. Going to get this one out. It's Emerson McCauley chipping that one out. It's going to be intercepted by Scharf. And Carroll's going to send that one in, chipping it off the boards. It's going to be Jessica Anderson now, trying to take that towards the net, but a good stick there by the Lightning. And now here come the Lightning. Going to be sent in on net, going to be covered up by Trians, and we're going to get a stoppage here with 15:43 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score here early on.
Great power move by Anderson there to get to the puck to the net, but an even better save by the goaltender, Caitlin Dorsch.
Going to be to the point, and that's going to be blocked. Taken by Zenith Van Stone. She's going to bank that off the boards, just out of Dale Bozik's reach, and not going to be fast enough to get the icing.
Yeah, and just going to allude to Abby Bordwy a couple of shifts ago, just watching her fancy footwork. I definitely never got tired of watching her, how she maneuvers around the offensive zone with such fleet of foot. Definitely something people at home are going to want to watch.
Draw is going to be won by Pembina Valley. Going to play that up the boards. It's going to be sent down by Jessica Anderson. Dale Bosick there was given chase, and now it's going to be taken up by Baraliski. Going to be sent over, and that's going to be a save. Rebound there! A great save there by Jens to keep it out. And it's going to be played up to Cooling. Cooling, unable to receive that puck cleanly. It's going to be possessed by Interlake. Braun there to take that away. Going to be played out in front, but Shuchuk going to be there to take it away for Interlake, and they play it out. Going to be an icing on the play, sending this one back down into the Interlake zone.
And man, what a save by Tria Enns there to keep her team in it, keep it locked at 0, and just an amazing display of athleticism.
Yeah, when I saw that puck in front of the net there, I thought for sure that puck was going in the net, but wow, what a save is right.
Just able to go end to end, or post to post there, was just amazing.
Draw was won by the Lightning. Good forecheck here from Pembina Valley. But they're going to get that taken away. They're going to take it away. My apologies. And trying to break back into the zone, but that pass is going to be out of the reach of Gracie Carroll, sending this one into the Pembina Valley zone for a face-off after that icing call.
And yeah, we were kind of talking early about the Interlake Lightning wanting to come out firing on all cylinders, and I'd say so far watching them so far today, they have done just that. They are challenging the Hawks here, getting shots on net, and so far they've been able to eliminate some of the shots on their own net.
That shot wide of the net. It's going to be Cambry Martins along the board taking that pass. She's going to be met there by an Interlake Lightning player. Going to have that almost picked off, but unable to hold that in was Thorkelson. Oh, Emily Foster playing that one out. That's going to be on Thorkelson's stick now. Thorkelson in her own zone. Trying to play that up to a winger. Interlake breaking out of the zone now. They're going to put it into Pembina Valley zone and get some fresh legs here after changing. Going to be played up to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson tries to beat her girl there, but was unable to. Good stick there by Jessica Anderson to disrupt that pass. She's on the puck now. Jessica Anderson going to get pinned along the board. Caitlin Anderson recovering, goes up to Fiala. Fiala going to send a pass back to Anderson, but unable to keep it on her stick. Anderson below the goal line now. Going to send that over to Jessica Anderson. Anderson's pass to the point for Fiala. Going to be disrupted. Fiala, in her own end, passes that one over to Van Stone. Pembina Valley getting it into the zone now. No icing on the play. Dorsch stopping it up for her teammate. And it's going to be Chartrand getting the puck on the breakout, but going to have that stripped away from her. And pass going to be picked off here by Interlake. Foster gets it back, and she's going to send it up to Braun. Braun with some speed now. And big collision there. Annika Braun sending Interlake player to the ice. It's going to be played out of the Pembina Valley zone. No icing is going to be called on this play. Foster fast enough to get the puck. Cooling played that up to Bordadui, but Bordadui going to be shut down there by Christensen. Now Interlake unable to put the pressure on. They're trying to hold it in the zone, but unable to. Here's Cambry Martins giving chase. Cambry Martins with a good effort, unable to get possession of the puck yet. She does. She's going to send that to Sharp. Sharp shot from the point. Misses the net wide there on Dorsch. And that puck, trying to send that towards the net, but that one goes wide. And now it's going to be Cambry Martins. Cambry Martins walking out, shoots, trying to go 5-0 on Dorsch, but she's good enough to make that save, keeping it out. Ems Finson sending it down for the Lightning, going off for a change. Pembina Valley looking to break out here, but there's going to be a turnover. Beautiful move, shot, and that's going to be just wide of the net. Smars there for Interlake, making a nice move, but misses the net wide, keeping this a 0-0 game. No icing on the call. Back to retrieve it is number 20, Sarah Shuchuk. Now the attack here from Pembina Valley. Caitlin Anderson coming out front. She puts a shot on net, but that's going to be saved by Dorsch. And now sent out front again. Closed off nicely. Trying to get a shot there was Jessica Anderson, but that one goes wide of the net. Caitlin Anderson sending that down low for Jessica Anderson. Jessica going to the point to Foster, but unable to keep that pass in. Foster in the neutral zone now sends that to Zenith Vanstone. Vanstone whiffs on the pass, but Caitlin Anderson going to be there to recover, sending it in and getting a fresh set of legs on the ice for the Hawks now. In on the forecheck is Abby Bordadui. Abby Bordadui trying to get out in front. Abby Bordadui shoots! Rebound there! And Dorsch stands tall on that one. Mackenzie Cooling going to chip that one down to Bordadui. Going to be recovered by Interlake. Unable to hold the line there is Putos, so Pembina Valley has to regroup in their neutral zone in their own end now. Going to get a pass across to Cooling. Cooling's pass going to miss fair. No icing on the play, and we continue here. Fair in on the forecheck. Pembina Valley keeping it in. Back to get it is Kennedy Christensen. Pembina Valley with the forecheck. Hamming the Lightning deep in their zone. That pass out in front, going to find no one. It's going to be picked off by Sienna Price. And it's in the interleg zone. Going to be picked up now by Scharf. And Interlake going to get it now. Shuchuk with a dangle. Shuchuk trying to put that backhand on net, but that one misses completely wide. Now Ems Finson sending that one down low. Going to be Emerson McCauley in the corner trying to send that one out in front, but that's going to be picked off. And puck is going to be picked up out in front, and that's going to be wide of the net. Emerson McCauley, the captain, sends it back to the point for Ems Finson, unable to hold the line, so Interlake has to get out of the zone after a delayed offside. And now here's Cambry Martins with the puck, trying to take the opponent wide. Going to be picked up by Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson wheeling around the net now. In the zone, Anderson trying to go across to Martins, but Martins got tied up there, unable to receive the pass. Erica Fiala sending that one up to Jessica Anderson, but that one misses. Anderson chipping that one off the boards. Interlake looking to go the other way, and they do. Brooke Berilski sending that one in. She's in on the forecheck on Vanstone. Pembina Valley trying to get it out. It's going to be held in by the Lightning. Shot on net from Macaulay, but that's going to be turned away by Enns. And now, here's a chance here for Interlake to break in the zone. Now it's going to be Sienna Price. Sienna Price just decides to send that in deep. Leah Puto with the puck. Some nice skating down below to protect the puck. Going to be sent up to Anna Cabron. Now Anna Cabron going in. A 2-on-1 for the Hawks. Across, scores! Braun connects with Bordedwy, giving Pembina Valley the first lead of the game here, making it 1-0.
Beautiful goal there by Abby Baudry, and a beautiful pass from Annika to get it across and really make Caitlin work for it.
Yeah, I'd like to allude to your point before there, Cody. Abby Bordedwy with that excellent speed, and I noticed Annika Braun as well, and they were on the 2-on-1 there, and when you got two really fast players on a 2-on-1, it's really deadly, and as we saw right there, they struck there with the goal.
I'm going to be honest, I forgot you two were with me. I've been talking for so long, barely getting any whistles in this game, but that goal by Pembina Valley, brought to you by Evolve Green, our official sponsors of goals in today's game. 1-0 is the score for Pembina Valley here with now 6:47 left in this opening frame. Goal scored by Abby Bordedwy off of a sweet feed from Anna Cabron, but that's going to be picked off by number 7, Kennedy Christensen, and going to be sent into the Pembina Valley bench, so we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, if they wouldn't have scored that goal and there would have just been a normal whistle, I was about to say to you, Graham, that you had a long time there without getting a break there.
Yeah, needed a bit of a water break there after that long sequence, but both teams have been looking real good so far. Even though Interlake is down, they've been giving it 110% today so far.
Yeah, to your point, Cody, a little H2O doesn't sound too bad just about now. And it's going to be Marissa Fair getting that puck, trying to play that across to Martins, but hitting the skate of Ems Finson. Martins now with the puck. She's going to send that down below to Foster. Foster down below. Martins at the point in her spot. She's going to try shooting that one on net, but that's going to get blocked, and it's going to be turned over the other way. Going to be sent down by the Lightning. No icing on the call. And trying to send that out in front is Interlake, continuing to work behind the net. Going to be taken away by the Hawks, and now here comes Caitlin Anderson through the neutral zone. Anderson looking to take Thorkelson wide. In on net, and a chance there with the backhand for Anderson, but Dorsch standing tall, making that save.
Yeah, and I know before the game we were talking about some of the returning players, but one player for Pembina Valley that is kind of new to the roster is number 19, Jessica Anderson, and for an underage player on this team, she is sure looking good and doesn't look out of place with the older counterparts.
Her and her sister have looked great on the line so far this season. Here's Caitlin Anderson with the puck now walking in. Save made. Rebound was there, but Pembina Valley, no players there to pick that one up. Fiala jumping into the play now, picking that off. She shoots, and Dorsch going to save that one, covering it up.
Man, Pembina Valley this first period have been absolutely relentless on the forecheck in the offensive zone, constantly turning over pucks, constantly with the stick checking. It's just been an excellent first period for them in the offensive zone.
And something we talked about in the pregame about their last period being their best yesterday, big reason being the forecheck for Pembina Valley. Here's Abby Bordedwy in the zone for Pembina Valley. She goes to Foster. Foster's shot, that's going to be blocked. Rebound, scores! And I believe it was Annika Braun out in front, picking up that loose puck and putting it in. We got a 2-0 lead for Pembina Valley now in this game.
Yeah, nice goal by Annika Braun there. Looked like a bit of a bouncing puck. Was kind of making its way with a little bit of a scramble there, and she managed to get her stick on it and managed to get herself on the board and put Pembina Valley up to 2-0.
And like you said, just excellent to have her stick on the ice and be ready for that puck to come to her in the slot.
Pembina Valley goals brought to you by Evolve Green. 2-0 Pembina Valley here on their latest goal. 4:40 remaining in this period now. Interlake trying to send that across to Christensen, but unable to. Ems Finson playing that off the boards, but Annika Braun going to be strong on it, just pinning it up against the boards now. Interlake trying to get it out. It's going to be Pembina Valley coming in and getting it out. And now it's going to be turned over in the Pembina Valley zone, and they're trying to go the other way, but that's going to be picked off by Emerson McCauley. In the zone now, Fiala going to send that pass to Fair. Marissa Fair trying to chip that one up, but unable to. Along the boards again, it's going to be picked up by Waddle for the Lightning. Waddle trying to go in wide. Waddle trying to send that to the front of the net, but is unable to. Now, Cambry Martins ends up deflecting that to Foster. Emily Foster now in the zone. Foster trying to play it down low. That's going to be held in by Jessica Anderson. Jessica Anderson holding the line, going to send that one to Martins. Jessica Anderson keeping on the pressure, going to be picked up by Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson going to chip that ahead and continue on with the pressure, recovering the puck now, but unable to maintain possession of it. Emerson McCauley sending that out of the zone. Icing, of course, waved off. And that's going to be sent up to Anderson. Caitlin Anderson with the puck. Going to play that in deep. Dale Bozick in down low there. Going to be picked up by Interlake in their own end now. They're in the neutral zone trying to get that in deep. But good play there by Pembina Valley to make things difficult. Leah Puto banking that off the boards. Fiala to Dale Bozick. Dale Bozick's pass missing her teammates. It's going to be picked up by Puto again. Puto playing it up. That's going to be out of the reach of Caitlin Anderson, picked up by Smarts. But a nice play by Abby Bordadui with the stick to take this one the other way. Bordadui unable to maintain possession of the puck after a while. Naomi Scharf going to Annika Braun. Annika Braun trying to send a pass to Bordadui, but unable to complete that. Bordadui in the zone now, going wide. Bordadui putting that one on net, but that's going to be covered up by Dorsch.
And that was just such a statement shift by Abby Bordadui there. The forecheck that she displayed there to just steal the puck from the Lightning defender and kind of just will her way into a chance there was just amazing.
Yeah, an excellent move, like you said there, Cody.
And just under 2 minutes remaining in this in this period. The Hawks up 2-0. Looking to continue the pressure here, but Interlake taking it the other way into the zone of Pembina Valley near the blue line. A net guard has fallen off of a player. Not sure if you guys can see that at home. Johansson sending that to Christensen. A play to Price, but Price unable to capitalize there. Kennedy Christensen sending that up to the point to Johansson. Johansson trying to go back to Christensen, but again, active six from Pembina Valley making it difficult on Interlake. Trying to send that on net, unable to. And that's going to be taken away by Cambry Martins. Cambry Martins getting past the red line and dumping it in. Under a minute left remaining here in this first period. Puck is going to be sent out of play and out of the zone. And just before I let Cody talk here, we got an interview coming up during this first intermission with number 8, an active player today for the Pembina Valley Hawks, Maya Pierce. And then after that, we'll have Seth's Inside Scoop with Seth and Cody. But Cody, strong period here so far from Pembina Valley. Their forecheck, their aggressiveness as well.
Definitely, they've been firing all cylinders so far in this period and really came out with a full 20-minute effort in this first period.
Erica Fiala playing that off the boards. Linesman getting into the way. Going to be sent to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson trying to send that up to her sister Jessica. Unable to. Zenith Van Stone. Now that pass. It's going to be back to Van Stone now. Takes it around her net. She's going to send that to Caitlin Anderson. Her pass to Jessica Anderson. Behind her. As time winds down in this period, Pembina Valley going to take a 2-0 lead into the second period, taking it into this first intermission. And they lead the Interlake Lightning here 2-0 at home on the Sunday afternoon game.
Yeah, and like we were talking before, just a solid effort, I'd say, by both teams. I know Interlake is down, but they've had their own opportunities out there. And, look for them to try to capitalize a little bit more on those opportunities in that second period.
Oh, well, we're going to continue talking about this period a bit here. Talking about goaltender for the Lightning, Katie Dorsch in that period. Even though letting in 2 goals, still was making a lot of saves, getting a lot of action in that period, Cody.
Yeah, definitely faced a lot of action. Don't know exactly what the shot count was at just due to not having that stat available to us in this arena, but just kind of judging by the eye test, it does look like she had seen her fair share of rubber in that first period.
Well, we're going to send it to a commercial break. We'll be back for an interview with Maya Pierce, number 8 and assistant captain for the Pembina Valley Hawks. This first period was brought to you by Case Financial. Are you looking to buy a home? Then contact Case Financial for your mortgage today.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level.
Back here at the Access Events Center, Graham Forsyth from ASTV Productions reporting during this first intermission here with number 8 assistant captain for the Pembina Valley Hawks, Maya Pierce, still out with injury. But Maya, you got an A this year. What was that like getting named an assistant captain on this year's team?
It meant a lot considering there's 18 girls on this team who could have easily gotten a letter. So I work hard for what I got, and I'm very proud to be leading this team this year.
The team has come out strong in this first period, up 2-0, aggressive on the forecheck, aggressive in all phases of the game. Just from a fan's perspective, from you watching on the bench, what have you liked from your team coming out and getting the start they did in this first period?
I'm very impressed how hard we've been pressuring their defense and how defensive we've been with them scoring 0 goals in this first period. Our goalies have been very well with keeping us in the game, including last night. And I think we've just come out hard, and we started well with 2 goals on the board.
Well, yeah, it's been a strong period for you guys, of course, with a 2-0 lead. What do you want to see from your team to keep up this play in the second period, moving forward in this game in general?
I'm just using our teammates and passing the puck, because goals happen when that happens, and just keeping a strong forecheck and so the other team coughs the puck up and we could put it in the back of their net again.
Well, Maya, you enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks for joining us here during this first intermission. Graham Forsyth here from ASTV Productions, reporting live from Morden, Manitoba at the Access Event Center. We're going to send it to another commercial break, and then Seth's Inside Scoop is coming up during this first intermission.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, Wing Night Wednesdays, Buffet Fridays, and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street from Blackjack Stewart Arena off Highway 3 in Pilot Mound.
Good afternoon, and we are here at the Morden Access Event Center with Seth Rock here for Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth, that first period after watching, what are some of your thoughts on Pembina Valley's offense?
Yeah, I think they've been very, very, very excellent in the offensive zone, especially on their forecheck. One player I'd like to note on that forecheck that's been doing really well is Caitlin Anderson. She's been relentless on the puck, constantly causing turnovers, in there with her stick, constantly battling. And I just think she's been excellent in the offensive zone tonight.
Yeah, just kind of doing all those little things right. Hasn't found her way on the score sheet yet, but after a lot of work, she'll look to find herself on there. What are some things you maybe noticed that Pembina Valley maybe needs to shore up to continue their success in the second period?
Yeah, there was definitely one thing I think they needed to work on, and that is their defensive zone coverage. I noticed a few times they were throwing pucks through the middle when no one was there, and they did cause quite a few turnovers in their own end by just throwing pucks into areas that weren't not necessarily safe. So I think they definitely do need to shore up there, become a little more tighter defensively, and work more as a cohesive unit. But once they get knock that down, I think they might have a chance to run away with this.
And obviously, this is a hockey game, so there's two teams out there. Let's see what are your thoughts on what Interlake had done good in that first period?
Well, yeah, when they were in the offensive zone, they were pretty hard on the forecheck as well, and I did notice that they were able to when they did get the puck to each other, they were able to send some nice crisp passes to each other, and they did get a few shots on net, most notably that puck that bounced right across in the slot, and then unlucky for them, though, the goaltender got there and made the save. But yeah, they definitely have been very good when they have been in the offensive zone and have generated quite a few shots.
And what are your thoughts on something that they maybe need to shore up to see a little bit more success on the scoreboard and going forward in this second period and the rest of the game?
I think it's a similar answer to Pembina Valley. I think they need to tighten up a little bit more defensively, but one thing I think specifically that they need to work on in their own zone is to be a lot harder and faster on the puck. There was a few times where they get the puck in their own zone and they kind of be slowly bringing it up to the line where, like we mentioned, Pembina Valley's forecheck has been very strong, so they definitely need to be more careful when they have the puck in their own zone and put the puck into some better areas.
For sure. And you had kind of alluded to Caitlin Anderson there as being a player who's kind of doing all the little things right for Pembina Valley. Who would you kind of say that Interlake is going to be looking to depend on going forward in this second period? Kind of one player that you think had looked good in that first period and is going to be a catalyst to will Interlake back into this game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be their goaltender, I think. She's made a few really good saves already, but I think if she can make a few more, it's probably going to will her team back into it. Whenever your goaltender makes an excellent save, your team can really, really get motivated from that. And I think by a few more of those can probably will the team back into the game there.
for sure. Thanks, Seth, for your inside scoop here. We're going to quickly send it over to a commercial break. I'm Cody Wall with ASTV Productions.
Back here at the Access Event Center in Morden, Manitoba for the second period of action between the home team, the Pembina Valley Hawks, and the away team, the Interlake Lightning. Cody Wall to my right, the play-by-play commentator Graham Forsyth here, along with Seth Rock to my far right. Cody, in that first period, a lot of good things from Pembina Valley. Just break down, more of the stuff that they were doing in that period to have the success they were doing. We talked about the forecheck, the aggressiveness, but talk about the other things as well.
Yeah, definitely. If you kind of look back at their effort from yesterday, there was a huge improvement, and they definitely kind of kept momentum from the two solid periods they had yesterday evening, and have carried that into today's game, and just been firing all cylinders when they did get out on the ice today, and just have been moving their feet. A lot of their passes have been good, clean, crisp on the tape, and that's something you're definitely going to need to kind of get a leg up on the opponents.
Well, I'll ask Seth about this one, and then you can answer as well, Cody. But for Interlake, not a lot of zone time, not a lot of chances in the offensive zone for them. But when they did have chances, they couldn't quite complete the pass. They couldn't quite keep it on their stick. What do you think Interlake is going to have to do in this period to generate more chances, Seth?
Yeah, for me, I think they just got to settle down a little bit, cool the nerves a little bit, because I thought they did have a few good opportunities, but most of them did come from some somewhat sloppy plays in Pembina Valley's own zone. But I think if they can continue to work hard and just muck the game out, I think they can be more successful in the second period and third period.
Yeah, and in regards to foot speed, that was something the Lightning I didn't think was really lacking. They were, for the most part, able to kind of keep up with the Hawks on every kind of play where it was almost a 50-50 puck. There was always an Interlake Lightning player right on the Hawks player for every loose puck.
While both teams are out on the ice now, the ref is at center ice, waiting to drop the puck. Katie Dorsch going to her crease for the start of this period. Of course, these teams switching sides this period, so Interlake will be playing the side that Pembina Valley was playing on, and Pembina Valley will be playing on the side that Interlake was playing on last period. We're set to drop the puck here at the Access Event Center for period 2 here in Morden, Manitoba, with the Hawks up 2-0. Draw is going to be won by Border-Dwee, winning that back to Puto. Puto sent that across to Fiala, and Fiala's pass off the boards ends up onto the paddle of Dorsch. She just decides to cover it up, and we'll get an early stoppage of play here in this period.
Seth, I know yesterday you were kind of alluding to all the little things that Erica Fiala has done right. What have you seen out of her today?
Yeah, she's just very good in her own zone, and I noticed yesterday when she was in the offensive zone, she had a lot of poise, but today in the defensive zone, I've noticed her a lot more, whether it's blocking a shot or it's just being hard on that forecheck in the defensive zone.
Pembina Valley trying to chip it in. Erica Fiala with the puck. She sends that in, but that's going to not get very deep as it was blocked by Ems Finson. And now here goes Windross with the puck. Windross going to delay a bit. She's going to send that out in front. It's going to be cleared in on net, and that's going to be saved by Enns. A chance in front there. It's going to go back to Smar. Smar's shot can be blocked by Borderdwy. Here goes Abby Borderdwy with the puck now. Borderdwy beating Thorkelson wide. Borderdwy in now. Shoot, scores! Abby Borderdwy beating Thorkelson wide, taking it in and sniping that one on the break to put the Hawks up 3-0 in this game.
And I don't know if you guys at home could see that kind of deception as Abby Borderdwy was nearing the net there with her blade. She kind of angled it to almost trick the goalie into thinking she was going to pass it, and she just snapped it glove side.
That goal brought to you by Evolve Green. Abby Borderdwy having a big game here today with that goal now. It's a 3-0 Hawks lead. And gonna get sent into the bench, and we're gonna get a face-off on the play. Seth, break down that goal that you just saw from us more in depth here.
So it was an excellent rush by Borderdwy to take that puck out of her own zone. She kind of rushed it down the neutral zone and had the excellent footwork to beat the defender and was able to, like Cody said, make a little move, look like she was going one way, and then put it low glove or just above the glove.
We're going to get another face-off here inside of Pembina Valley zone. And ref is going to go to the penalty box, towards the penalty box to get another puck, since that one went out of play. Into the Pembina Valley zone. Draw is going to be won by Interlake, but taken away by Pembina Valley now. Going to go up to Martins. Martins going to recover the puck here in the zone. Martin shoots, rebound on net, but that unable to be a Pembina Valley player there for the rebound. And now gonna chip that out of the zone and gonna be an offside there after that puck hit Marissa Fair.
And just kind of looking at some of the Hawks players out here, seeing some smiles. When you are having a good game and everything's kind of going right for you, it just makes the game a little bit easier.
Draw is going to be won by the Lightning. Ems Finson with the puck, carrying it up the neutral zone. She sends that one in deep. Pressuring in now is the Lightning, trying to send that out in front. And now going to be sent on net. Save is going to be made there by Enns. Number 15, Brooke Barilski, I believe, got that one on net. Now Leah Puto with the puck. She's going to play that off the boards to Caitlin Anderson. Anderson trying to go up the ice to Dale Bozic, but good stick there by the Lightning player. Jessica Anderson going to send that one in. Ems Finson getting the puck for the Lightning. Finson going to make a pass to her teammate. Going to be to Christensen now. Christensen playing it off the boards. And Scharf going to be there to play that puck across around the boards to Dale Bozic. Puck's going to be sent on net. Enns going to cover that one up with the glove. Stopping the play here at 17-16 remaining in the second. Pembina Valley leads 3-0.
And just kind of looking at what Interlake needs to do, they're going to need to get into the greasy areas out there and kind of make a little bit of chaos in front of the Hawks net to generate some offense here.
Braun banking that up off the board to Borderdwy. Borderdwy getting the puck. Borderdwy losing a bit of an edge, but still maintains possession. She's going to send that to Scharf. Naomi Scharf trying to send that one in, but nice play there at the blue line by Price. Sienna Price continuing on the forecheck on Cooling, but Cooling going to get that puck around the boards. Braun, her pass to Borderdwy, out of her reach, and Borderdwy with a nice play with the skates. Borderdwy in on net, and a beautiful save there by Katie Dorsch. Another break there for Abby Bordadui. Man, Cody, she's been on fire to start this period.
Oh yeah, it's like she was listening to our broadcast. I know we always say that when we start to talk about somebody, it seems like they kind of light the game on fire after, and that seems to be the case here with Abby today.
Shot out of a cannon in this period so far. Abby Bordadui with another chance there, but unable to extend the lead. And Ems Finson in now, pressuring. It's going to be Chartrand there as well. Johansson sending that one in deep. Zenith Van Stone, the puck. She's going to send that one up. Now it's going to be Emily Foster with it. Foster going to go to Cambry Martins. Cambry Martins going to send that to Fair. Going to go to Carrolls. Now Johansson sending that one up to Windross. Johansson still with the puck. Trying to send that across to Wadge, but out of her reach. Now Leah Puto with the puck. Sends it behind the net. Erica Fiala battling in the corner. Going to be a chance out in front for Kristen Sin. Rebound there. Puck still loose, but unable to get that one in the net. Thorkelson at the point goes across to Smars, and Dale Bosick going to be there to get in the way of her, sending it down. Going to be an icing on the play. Send this one back. And Seth, got to throw it to you, man. Just talking about that chance that Bordadui created for a chance. They're not quite getting the goal.
No, not quite getting the goal, but man, she had an excellent shift there. Multiple opportunities on the rush. The first one she wasn't able to get the shot up, but the second one she was able to. She almost kind of tried to replicate what she did for the third goal there, but that time Dorsch stood tall.
Emma Svensson sending that across to a teammate, to Johansson. It's going to be played up to Price. Price is going to send that one into the Hawk zone from the neutral zone. Puto picking up the puck now. Leah Puto playing that off the boards. It's going to be Emerson McCauley giving pressure, giving a forecheck in deep in the Hawk zone. Jessica Anderson now taking it up the ice. She tries to delay, stop up, but she's going to be taken out. No penalty on the call. Abby Bordadui out there again. Bordadui with a good stick. Aggressive along the boards. It's going to be sent in. No icing on the play there for Interlake. On the net now is Scharf. Going up to Mackenzie Coolin. Mackenzie Coolin trying to dangle pass, but that one going to get away from her. Ends up in the crease of Dorsch, and Dorsch going to cover this one up. Stop and play here with 14 minutes and 3 seconds left in the second. It's a 3-0 lead here for Pembina Valley in the second period.
And we were talking before in the pregame show how Quinn McLaren was going to be missing today, and sometimes when you're missing your leader, you need some other people to step up, and Abby Bordadui has definitely, as an assistant captain of this team, stepped up today and put a clinic on this game.
Abby Bordadui, of course, wearing an A this season for Pembina Valley. And Bordadui in the zone now with a good stick. Bordadui sending that one up. It's going to be picked up by Foster. Now Foster skating into the zone, or skating into the neutral zone and dumping it in. It's going to go to Gracie Carrolls now. Carrolls sending that one down for Marissa Fair. Marissa Fair with the puck. Just going to send that to Carrolls. Carrolls from a sharp angle putting that one on net. It's going to be Fair sending it to Carrolls. Carrolls rebound created. Chance on net, but that's going to be saved there by Katie Dorsch. Going to be to Windross. Windross can't get that one out. Pembina Valley with the puck in the neutral zone. It's going to be to Zenith Vanstone. Going to be sent to Martins. Cambry Martins now sending that one past the stick of Carroll's. Apologies. Leoputo gonna send that to Jessica Anderson. Anderson skating it in now. Anderson taking the defenseman wide around the net now. And she's going to draw a penalty there. Penalty coming up to the Interlake Lightning for, I believe, body contact, and that is going to send Pembina Valley to the girl advantage here with 12:05 left in this period.
And it looks like that is going to send Pembina Valley to the Supplement King power play. Athletes, contact Supplement King and Swift Current and Winkler today for all your supplement needs. And just kind of looking at the effort by the Hawks in this last, 3-4 minutes, I feel like we're going to see a very strong power play here by the Hawks, just because of the clinic they've been putting on in the last little while.
Bit of an oopsie there by Foster, fanning on that pass, getting it back and sent that across to Carroll's. Emily Foster will keep up there. Abby Bordadui with the puck in the Pembina Valley zone. Bordadui trying to go the other way. She's going to be met there. Smars shooting on net, and that's going to be blockered aside there by Triens. Puck is going to be sent down low by Interlake. Foster sending that one up to Bordadui. Bordadui with a nice move there just before her blue line. It's going to be sent over to Annika Braun. Annika Braun dropping that to Bordadui. Abby Bordadui going across. It's going to go up to Fiala. Fiala shot, and that's going to be a save made by Katie Dorsch.
And just kind of watching that forecheck or the forecheck, we'll go with forecheck there. The way they cycled the puck, it was just, watching them when they're on the man advantage and they have a little bit of time and space, it's just great to watch how much they can create.
It's going to be Fiala sending that one up to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson cutting in. Now she shoots, and that's going to be wide of the net. Cambry Martins in the corner. It's going to be recovered by Jessica Anderson, but her pass out of the reach of Fiala. Fiala in the neutral zone goes to Puto. Puto now coming in. Puto shoots. That's going to be blocked. Puto still on it. Behind the net now. Battling with Johansson. Johansson trying to get that one out, but it's going to be kept in by the Hawks. Over to Puto. Puto shot fanned on. Gets that towards the net, but that's going to be picked up and cleared out of the zone by the Lightning. In the dying seconds of this power play for the Hawks. It's going to be picked up by Emerson McCauley, but unable to get that pass off. Bordadui going to send that one up to Annika Braun. Annika Braun going in, shoots, and that's going to be a piece of the glove there by Dorsch to get that puck saved. And just like that, we're back to even strength here with just under 10 minutes left in this period. Shot on net from Wodge. Turned aside there by Enns. Braun trying to send that across to Coolin, but meeting the stick of the Lightning. And there's Bordadui again. Nice stick to take that away. Try sending that to Braun. And Carroll's with the puck going to go, trying to go to one of her teammates, but that misses. Foster going to recover it in her own end. Foster, some nice skating there. Finding Fair skating with the puck now. She's going to go to Gracie Carrolls. Gracie Carrolls sends that wide of the net. Picked up in the neutral zone by Erica Fiala. Fiala tries going to Carrolls, but that one misses. It's Fiala trying to send it back into the zone in the neutral zone. Emerson McCauley there. Getting closed off by Fiala. Puck going to be rimmed around to Carroll's. Emerson McCauley making the trip from the other side of the ice there to put that in deep, going off for a change. Shot from the point, missed wide. Interlake here on the forecheck now. And it's going to be picked up by Waj. Waj going to send that around the boards. Cambry Martin's there to pick it up. And Jessica Anderson going to pick up that puck. Going to Gracie Carrolls, trying to break out as Pembina Valley. And they get the puck out. Jessica Anderson going in now. Jessica Anderson going to be tripped up. Her stick gets taken out. And I believe that is a tripping call, sending Pembina Valley to the girl advantage once again here on the power play.
Yeah, and it looks like that tripping call is, in fact, going to put it to the Supplement King power play. Athletes, contact Supplement King and Swift Current and Winkler today for all your needs. And I don't know about you guys, but looks to me like Abby Bordeaux had maybe missed her pregame snack because she is sure hungry out there.
She's hungry. You're right there, Cody. We'll get Seth's thoughts in just a moment on Interlake's recent forechecking, but we got to comment this power play right here. It's going to be sent to Bordeaux. Bordeaux tries going across to Puto, but unable to connect with her. Foster going to send that to Annika Braun. Braun now trying to get that in. She does. Tried to go across ice for a pass, but that one got disrupted. And Mackenzie Cooling there did not know the puck was coming to her, but luckily didn't result in anything for Pembina Valley. And that's going to be covered up by Katie Dorsch. And Seth, just this attack we've seen from Interlake in the most recent shift, what did you like from their forecheck there?
Oh yeah, they had seemed to activate their legs there, and they got a lot of speed on that forecheck. And one thing I did notice on that earlier penalty kill that we saw, they started out really good on that penalty kill. They were able to get a few shots on net when they were killing that, and I think it was just an excellent shift that they want to build off of to finish out the second and going into the third.
Jessica Anderson sends that pass to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson to the point for Carrolls. Back to Caitlin, and that's going to be a block shot. And trying to keep it in was Carrolls there, but the clearing attempt by Interlake just a bit better. Erica Fiala with the puck in the neutral zone now into the offensive end. She's going to get the puck back now. She's down low. Going to send that to Cambry Martins. Cambry Martins back to Fiala. Fiala's shot gets blocked and almost hits the net, but goes wide. Jessica Anderson. Is that up to Cambry Martins? Martins to the front of the net, and Caitlin Anderson unable to finish the chance there. Caitlin Anderson behind the net now, waiting for option. She goes out in front. Gonna go to Carrolls, blocked. And gonna be back into the corner, closest to the stands. It's gonna be passed to Carrolls and gets there, but unable to get that shot off. Carrolls gets it back, shoots! And that's gonna be a save made by Katie Dorsch there, covering things up.
Yeah, just a great forecheck on this power play by the Hawks. Really just kind of suffocating the Lightning on this penalty, or on their penalty kill that they do have here, and really just showing all the things that they've been doing right today.
5 seconds remaining on this Pembina Valley power play. Going to be tied up was Bordeaux. And sending that, Puto trying to keep it in, but unable to. We're back to even strength. Emily Foster in the neutral zone sends that across to Leah Puto. Puto playing that up to Bordeaux. Played that up to Braun. Braun circling around the net. Is going out in front. Meets the stick of Dorsch there. No one there for Pembina Valley anyways. Puck's going to be played out of the zone. Puto back to recover it for the Hawks. Nice play there by Barilski. Take that away from Puto, but she loses her stick. Going to go off for a change. Johansson tried to send that to Wind Ross, but unable to get it to her. Puto now sends that up with one hand. It's going to be picked up by Chartrand now. Chartrand coming in through a screen was that shot, but that one missing the net. Emily Foster And Leah Puto, on the defense for Pembina Valley here. Cambry Martins tries going across, and here goes Gracie Carrolls, beating the defense with the speed. She shoots, scores! Top cheddar! A snipe on the glove hand side there for Gracie Carrolls, making this game 4-0 for Pembina Valley.
And what jets Gracie turned on there to get on the breakaway and put some distance between her and the defender. Just great wheels.
Yeah, I'd want to mention on that earlier power play, I couldn't even comprehend the amount of chances Carroll's had. And I was going to say, man, she can't buy a goal, but she just scored, so I guess she can.
Got some space, and she delivered, going top chatter, glove hand side. That goal was brought to you by Evolve Green. That goal extending this Pembina Valley lead from 3-4, 4-0. They lead here with now 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the second period. Going to be along the boards here. Behind the net, behind the goal line in the Pembina Valley zone. They're just going to whistle it down here because the puck was not moving, and we're going to get a draw inside of the Hawk zone.
Yeah, one thing I have noticed that the Hawks have been doing so well in this second period is just moving their feet. They've been finding their way to the open areas. Even on the power play, they're just finding time and space. Just huge for them today.
Scharf going to play that up to Caitlin Anderson. Anderson going across to Del Bozic, but that pass just a bit behind her. Jessica Anderson in the zone now. Gets tied up. Fiala gonna send that deep into the Lightning zone. Caitlin Anderson there on the forecheck. Good stick there. Abby Bordadui back out on the ice here for Pembina Valley. Gonna go over to Windross. Windross going to send that in just before the blue line, getting a fresh set of legs out for this Lightning squad. Bordadui with a beautiful pass up to Braun. Braun in now, shoots, and that's going to hit iron and goes out of the zone. Wow, what a shot, but more importantly, what a pass there from Bordadui.
Yeah, she's really just doing all the right things today.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've heard Graham say, Bordadui to Braun. That has happened so many times. It kind of seems like they're the Sedins out there to me, if you ask me. They're constantly finding each other and just knowing where each other are and sending great passes and great opportunities for each other. Just an excellent game for the two of them so far.
Seth giving that title to them as well after giving the Anderson girls that title, so maybe some competition there for those two duos. Puck's going to be sent, and it's going to be out front. Scores! Annika Braun makes no mistake in the slot, putting that top shelf, extending this lead to 5-0 for Pembina Valley now.
Wow, just a beautiful shot by Annika there in the slot. Just had a little bit of time and space and wound up and got that one-timer off quick.
Man, what a shot. Bar down, just an excellent shot, and no one there in front to cover her, and so she just bangs that puck home, and like we said, yeah, just an excellent shot for the goal there.
That goal brought to you by Evolve Green. Goal by Pembina Valley there from Annika Braun, and it's going to be Gracie Carrolls now with a nice forecheck. She gets that on net, but Dorsch there to make the save. And play is going to be called offside here. We'll get a face-off just outside of the Pembina Valley zone, or out of the Interlake zone here.
And I don't know about you guys, but that goal almost felt a little Alex Ovechkin-esque with that just quick release.
Had the accuracy of him as well.
Puck's going to be sent in by Pembina Valley. They are on the forecheck. It's going to be Emerson McCauley now, pressuring Puto there, attacking her, and it's going to be picked off by Caitlin Anderson. Anderson sends that up with one hand, and Del Bozic loses the puck there. And going to be in the neutral zone now, Pembina Valley. Going to be sent to Caitlin Anderson. Anderson shot and going to be turned aside there by Dorsch. Coming up on the just under 2 minutes here in this period. Left remaining in the second. Score is 5-0 for the Pembina Valley Hawks. Now Ems Finson getting pressured in the zone there by Anderson, Jessica Anderson. And now Braun sending that one on net, hitting the left toe of Katie Dorsch, and she's going to decide to cover that one up here with 1:41 left in the second period.
And yeah, this second period, Katie has been she's been seeing her fair share of rubber, kind of like how we had alluded to before. Something that she's done a lot of so far this season is seen a number of shots.
It's going to be chipped up and try sending that across. It's going to be Wynn Ross. Trying to get by, but going to be taken away by Abby Borderdui. Abby Borderdui chips and goes. Abby Borderdui in the zone now. Abby Borderdui looks, shoots, and that's going to be a glove save made by Katie Dorsch to cover it up.
And yeah, Seth, you were kind of alluding to that Sedin title between Brunn and Borderdui, and then Graham, you also mentioned the Anderson girls. You know you're blessed when you have two lines where you kind of can get that kind of chemistry out of them.
And gonna get taken down was Cambry Martins, but she's gonna stay on the puck. Martins coming out, circled around, and shot got blocked. A minute remaining here in this period now. It's gonna be played on net by Shuchuk. And Tria Ends going to decide to take some time and cover that up. Getting a face-off inside the Pembina Valley zone.
One player that I've kind of seen you mention a bit there, Graham, was Emmis Finish from the Interlake Lightning from the back end. She has been somebody who's really been integral in kind of generating some of the offense we have seen from them today.
Going to be up to Carroll's. She drops that to Martins. Martins now walks in, shoots, and that's going to be saved by Katie Dorsch, covering it up once again. And yeah, Ems Finson been making some good plays in today's game. Cody, just speak more about some of the things that you've liked from her game.
Yeah, she's been really finding her teammates when trying to break out, and she has been one who's really been generating some of the offense that we have seen from them, just from the back end, and making some good passes.
It's going to be Emily Foster now with the puck. She's going to send that to Caitlin Anderson. Caitlin Anderson weaving through the zone now. Anderson into the offensive zone, sending that on net. Dale Bozic there trying to bang home the rebound, but it's going to be covered up, and Interlake taking some exception to that. Taking Dale Bozic out, sending her to the ice.
Definitely something the Lightning aren't going to want is too many people poking around their goalie, especially when the score is like this. Sometimes your fuse is a little short when you see some of that stuff happen in front of the net.
Definitely a frustrating afternoon here for the Interlake Lightning. Dale Bozic trying to send that back out in front of the net. Under 10 seconds remaining here. Trying to... On the rebound was Caitlin Anderson. That pass missing Wynn Ross. Wynn Ross unable to cradle that puck. And 40 minutes down. 5-0 is the lead here for Pembina Valley at the Access Event Center over the Interlake Lightning. And another strong period here from the Pembina Valley Hawks.
Yeah, definitely another strong period. They were doing a lot of things right, moving their feet, finding open areas to get to make those good, clean, crisp passes and really generate offense and getting behind the defenseman.
Yeah, they had another excellent period. I think they were out there stronger, and I think they did improve on a few things. Don't want to reveal too much of what I think because I got my segment coming up, but yeah, we'll get into that in a few minutes here.
Yes, so coming up during the second intermission, we're going to get Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth and Cody going to be talking about this past period we saw and just about the game in general. And before that, I'm going to be having an interview with one of the inactive players from Pembina Valley today, Janique Grenier, 2022 graduate. She'll be graduating after this season. So we're going to throw it to a commercial break, and Cody, as always, you got not yesterday, but you got the second period sponsor here.
Yeah, it looks like the second period today was brought to you by Auto Works in Winkler. Vehicle repair, tires, vehicle detailing, Auto Works is the place in southern Manitoba.
Graham Forsyth here with ASTV Productions, reporting live during the second intermission from the Access Events Center here with an inactive player today for Pembina Valley, for this weekend, Janique Grenier. Janique, what's it been like getting to watch your team from the standings this weekend?
It's definitely a bit challenging not being able to play, but the girls are playing super awesome, so it's good to see some high-quality hockey.
This is your third year here on the team. What's your time been like with Pembina Valley throughout these 3 years of playing hockey with them?
It's been an very enjoyable time. I've loved every season so far with them. Unfortunately, last season got short, was short due to COVID. This season, we're looking for a longer season, and I think it's going to be a good one.
What would your message be to the team here today, heading into this third period to hold down this lead and get the win?
I think we just can't take anything for granted. We got to make sure we keep pushing hard and keep playing like we've been playing those last two periods because it's been good.
And last question here for you, Janique. For those of us that haven't watched you play, how would you describe yourself as a player out there?
Defensive, offensive. I play defense. I stand on the blue line most of the game. I try to get as many shots as possible, but sometimes that just doesn't happen, so clear bodies in front of the net, but that's the way I play.
Lots of great stuff there. Well, can't wait to see you back in action here once you recover from injury, and best of luck to you and your team heading forward this season. Thanks for joining me here in the second intermission.
Thank you so much.
Graham Forsyth here, reporter for ASTV Productions, play-by-play commentator in today's game. We're going to be back after this commercial break for Seth's Inside Scoop for the second intermission here from the Access Event Center.
At Collins Hotel, we have you and your family's comfort in mind. Relax in one of our 16 suites featuring king or queen-size beds and 36-inch TVs. Suites also include a mini fridge and other kitchen appliances to make your stay as comfortable as possible. During your stay in Pilot Mound, visit Weiser's Restaurant, our attached family-friendly restaurant and bar. It is the perfect location to host group meals, dine with the family, or unwind after a hockey game. Come in and meet our friendly staff offering daily specials on food and drinks, wing night Wednesdays, buffet Fridays,
and multiple TVs to watch the game. Weiser's is the place to be. Collins Hotel and Weiser's Restaurant and Bar, located across the street
And
from Blackjack.
welcome back to the Access Events Center for the second period segment of Seth's Inside Scoop. Seth, let's dive into what we kind of saw in that second period there, starting with the Pembina Valley Hawks. What did you see out of them in that second period that was, kind of helped them generate more offense and, kind of put their foot on the gas pedal here in this game?
Well, I think it's exactly what you said there. They definitely stepped it up. I thought they had a great first period, but that second period was even better. They had their feet moving the whole period. There was so many times where they hemmed into their other zones. So they just got so many good opportunities, and they were able to convert on 3 of them. And it was just an excellent period overall for Pembina Valley.
Definitely a good period by them there. Let's see. You see anything that they kind of need to work on going into that third period to finish off this game strong?
Yeah, they definitely did fix what they had in the first period. There were still a little bit of times where they did throw some pucks into some dangerous areas, but they definitely cleaned it up. And if they can clean up even more this first period, I think they have a good chance here, just completely shutting the other team down.
And as we kind of alluded to in the first period there are 2 teams out there, as in every other hockey game. What do you think the Interlake needs to do to kind of get back into this game as much as they can?
Well, I think they got to take this intermission and they got to, take a breather, because there was a lot of opportunities there where Pembina Valley had them hemmed in the zone. So I think if they can go into this intermission, just breathe, don't focus on the negative, just focus on what we can do to get better opportunities and what we can do to get back into this game, and I think they got a better opportunity if they do that.
And what were some of the bright spots you saw from Interlake in that second period?
Well, they definitely had a pretty good penalty kill. Especially that first penalty kill. They had a few opportunities. They actually got a few shots on that first penalty and they were able to dump the puck quite often there. So I think their penalty kill has actually been very good today.
And I know in that first intermission we had talked about kind of an unheralded player that was doing a lot of the good things today in Caitlin Anderson. Another person I kind of thought who in that second period maybe stepped it up was Dale Bozic. I know you kind of talked a bit about her yesterday. What did you see from her in this first and second period so far today?
Yeah, just a lot of what I saw last game, a lot of hard work. I realize she hasn't gotten her first goal yet, but, hard work pays off, and I've seen her get a lot of opportunities today, and I have a feeling she's going to get one soon. So just keep working hard out there, and hard work always pays off.
Definitely always staying on the doorstep is, your way to get on the scoreboard. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break. I'm Cody Wall here with Seth Rock on Seth's Inside Scoop. I'm going to send it to a commercial break. We're here with ASTV Productions.
back here in Morden, Manitoba at the Access Event Center for this third period here on the Sunday afternoon between the Pembina Valley Hawks and the Interlake Lightning. Play-by-play commentator Graham Forsyth here. To my right, Cody Wall, and my color commentator, and to my far right is Seth Rock, the third man on our crew here today. It's a 5-0 lead for the Pembina Valley Hawks heading into this period. Another strong period. You guys, I'm sure, talked about it a lot during Seth's inside scoop. Couldn't really hear it from where I was standing, but I'll get your thoughts, Seth. Kind of build off of what you were saying about the things that you've really liked from Pembina Valley throughout these first 40 minutes in today's game.
Well, yeah, a lot of their goals they've scored today have been because of how good their forecheck has been. They've been able to generate so many opportunities from just stripping pucks away from the opposing team's players. And if they can, they've been doing such a good job at that, it's been hard for offense to come back the other way. So I think if Pembina Valley keeps doing what we're doing, they're probably going to add to the score that they've already put up here.
And yeah, just to kind of build off of that, really just 100% effort. Something that we had talked about yesterday was, the first period they came out a little flat-footed. That's definitely not something we've seen from them today. Is they've had their foot on the gas all the way through first, second, third, and I'd imagine we'll look to them continue to kind of keep that stranglehold they do have on today's game.
Something that head coach for this team, Dana Bell, has definitely been happy with, I'd say, is the effort from his group in today's matchup. But, from Paul Miller, what would you say that his strategy as a coach, being down by so much, is going to be heading into this period?
Yeah, Seth kind of alluded to it a bit about kind of, it all starts with one. One goal is, you chip away at it a bit, and that's really the way you're going to want to start, is just kind of settle down a bit and play your game, and hopefully the offense will come.
And we're underway here in the third period in the Access Event Center. The Hawks leading this game 5-0 to start off this third and final frame of regulation. It's going to be behind the Hawks net here. Going to be some patience trying to get that out in front into the slot, but closed off nicely there by Pembina Valley. Back there is Abby Bordedoui. Gets that taken away from her from Kennedy Christensen. Christensen still trying to get the puck. Ends had to come across there to make that save. Result in anything. Puck goes wide there. And it's going to be picked up by Annika Braun. Annika Braun just going to dump it in. Saw the Interlake players coming to her. Might have closed her off, so she just decided to dump it in. Naomi Scharf playing that off the boards. And Fair going to send that in for the Hawks. Gracie Carrolls with the puck now. Gracie Carrolls shoots off the crossbar. And I was that close from making it a 6-0 game for the Hawks here. Emerson McCauley down low in her zone, taking that puck away. But it's going to be kept in the Lightning zone. Going to be picked up by Emerson McCauley. Going to go to Waddell. Waddell now. Or Waddell. Behind the goal line, battling. It's going to be picked up by Scharf. Scharf now. Going up to a teammate, Ems Finson, holding the line there. Ems Finson trying to get that towards the net, but she failed to do that, sending it wide. Now it's going to be Wodge pressuring there for Interlake. Smar's going to send it in. And that's going to allow for a forward and D change. And now here's Jessica Anderson getting the puck, shoots, and a big save by Katie Dorsch to keep this game at 5-0. Kenneth Van Stone dumping that one in to the zone, rimming that around. And now puck not going to get out of the zone. Going to go to Abby Bordadui. Bordadui with a beautiful behind-the-back pass, scores! Well, put that pass from Abby Bordadui on the highlight reel. She makes a nifty pass behind the back when she was almost already behind the net, finding Caitlin Anderson, putting this team up 6-0.
Not to mention the no-look behind the back pass. That was just, wow. Speechless on how she was able to make that play work.
It was almost Matthews or Kane-esque, if we want to talk about it like that. Goal by Pembina Valley, brought to you by Evolve Green. 6-0 they lead here with 17 minutes remaining in the period now. Coolin putting that on net, and that's going to be saved and covered up by Katie Dorsch stopping the play here.
Yeah, Abby is just really put on a clinic today. I know I've mentioned that before, but props got to go where they're due, and she has been a significant player in today's game.
Going to be a shot, hits the side of the net from Coolin. Now it's going to be played up, going to be taken away by Fiala in the zone. Puto sending that to Bordadui. Bordadui trying to cut towards the middle, but gets that taken away. That pass going to miss. Waddle. And going to be no icing on the play. It slows up just enough for Puto to catch it. And Puto going to be taken down, no penalty on the play. And now Gracie Carroll sending it in deep. Cambry Martins looking to forecheck. He played up. Emerson McCauley can't keep that on her stick. Emily Foster jumped into the play there. Emily Foster at the point now sends it down low to Gracie Carroll. Gracie Carroll sends that out front to Fair. Fair shoots. Save made. Rebound. Foster. And that's going to be a save made there by Katie Dorsch to cover things up. And Seth, let's take it back a bit to our most recent goal set up by Abby Bordadui, finding Caitlin Anderson there in front with a no-look behind the back pass.
Just excellent awareness, too, to know that you have a player open in front. And then, I mean, you guys already talked about how brilliant that pass was, so I don't think I need to. But, man, excellent goal.
And it's going to be taken up. The Lightning trying to get into the zone. They do. Just have to maintain puck possession now, but they were unable to. It's going to be Waj sending that off the boards to number 22, Smars. And now it's going to be Waj now trying to break free, but a good stick there from Zenith Vanstone. Played that up to Caitlin Anderson there, but unable to receive it. And now Abby Bordadui walking in now. Bordadui trying to dangle past, but unable to. Bordadui finding Fiala at the point. Fiala trying to send that one on net, but was unable to get it through. And now trying to keep it in was Van Stone, but Waj able to chip that one out, but it's sent right back into Interlake's end. Chartrand now going to send that pass back to Thorkelson. And now Carroll's going to put that to Foster. Foster towards the net. Rebound swallowed up there by Katie Dorsch. She covers it up, stopping the play here at 14:21 left in this period. 6-0, the Pembina Valley Hawks lead here at the Access Event Center.
Yeah, and just kind of going back to the beginning of the period, that first sequence, Pembina Valley did look like they were, just for that, the 1 minute sequence, they were a little bit flat-footed, but they definitely have found their footing again in this third period.
Be sent into the Pembina Valley zone, and that's going to be picked up by Smars to Waddle. Smars going to send that to a teammate, but unable to. Fiala in her zone now. She's going to try sending that pass up to Carrolls, but a good stick there from Waddell to keep that in, or to keep that away from her. Emerson McCauley now made a move on Scharf, but just decides to throw it away. And it's going to be Scharf now sending that up. And going to be a hand pass here. Stopping the play and getting a face-off just outside of the Interlake zone. And I do have to mention one thing. The Hawks on their Instagram today wishing Zenith Vanstone a very happy 15th birthday. Happy birthday to you, Zenith. Big 15. And your team well on their way to a win here today. So that's always a great birthday present.
Definitely, and she has been one of the players out there who has looked good today. She's been able to generate some offense with her good, clean, crisp passes today.
It's that birthday magic out there. Something was in the water today for Zenith. It's going to be Caitlin Anderson sending that one down low. Unable to retrieve it there. It's going to be picked up by the Lightning now, and they're breaking out of the zone. Going to chip that down. Birthday girl, Vanstone, finding a teammate. That's going to be played up, and Annika Braun looking to beat a player with speed. She gets a stick on it, but there to get it was Ems Finson. Now puck's going to be played up to number 22, Smars, Veronica Smars. And now Braun trying to send that up to Cooling. Going to be picked up by Chartrand. Tried playing that to Price, but out of her reach. Fiala sends that off the boards to Borderdui. Borderdui knocks that away with a strong stick. Martins plays that to Fiala. Fiala goes cross ice, but unable to find one of her teammates. Smars going up. And it's going to be played across now to Sienna Price. Price about to get closed off. Shit dumps it in, and there's going to be a chance there for Emerson McCauley, but N says not so fast.
Yeah, a little, looks like Erica Fiala there fumbled with it a little bit and managed to lose her footing and almost turned into an opportunity for the Lightning there.
Yeah, ice is still wet over there. Maybe she slipped on that wet ice, but unfortunate play. Almost ended up in the back of their net, so luckily for her, that didn't happen.
And now it's going to be held in by the Lightning. That was Johansson sending it in deep. Foster there to recover. And it's going to be Interlake. That was number 20, Shuchuk. And now here's a chance the other way for Dale Bozic. Dale Bozic gets closed off there. And that allows for Dorsch to make an easy save, covering things up.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out, like, whenever Dale Bozic gets that puck, the whole bench just lights up, and that's just so nice to see. I mentioned earlier in between the second period that she hasn't gotten her goal yet, but I swear that's going to happen sooner or later. Hard work does pay off, like I said in Seth's Inside Scoop.
And here is number 15 now, Barilski, battling with Mackenzie Cooling from Pembina Valley. And going to be taken by Barilski now. Barilski trying to chip and go, but Fiala doing a nice job to not give her space to get past. Barilski now behind the net, sends out in front, but Hens there to make a save. Hens get another save. Puck still loose. And it's going to be possessed by Smars. Smars shoots on net. Rebound there, but the puck was hopping just a bit too much. And puck sent on net, and ends. Going to cover that one up. Getting a whistle here with 10:19 left in the period. 6-0 Pembina Valley leads here over the Interlake Lightning.
And a nice forecheck on that shift there for the Interlake Lightning. Able to cycle the puck around and get some shots on on Tria Ents there. Something that she hasn't seen a lot of today has been some shots.
Going to be sent to Carroll's. Carroll's coming in now. She shoots for the rebound, but that one misses the net. Cambry Martins tries sending that one down low. Unable to. It's going to be to Zenith Vanstone now, sending that to Carroll's. Going to be a bunch of bodies near the blue line here, but it's going to be possessed by Waj. Waj is that off the boards, and Waj is going to continue with it. Waj trying to get past Vanstone, but the birthday girl says, "Not so fast, you ain't getting by me right there." And it's going to be up to Caitlin Anderson now. Caitlin Anderson trying to dangle, but a nice close off there. Nice stick by Johansson to shut that down. And now going to be sent up to Shuchuk. Sarah Shuchuk unable to get that past Fiala. In behind the net. Puck out in front, but ends in the scramble. Ends up covering that up, and we're going to get a face-off here inside the Pembina Valley zone.
One thing that's kind of reassuring is to see the effort from Interlake here to not give up, even though they are down in this game. Their effort hasn't wavered. They've still been trying to push to get their own offense going.
Sharf going to send that around the boards, out of the reach for Dale Bozick. Dale Bozick forechecking here on the play on Smars, trying to create a turnover. And it's going to be back on Pembina Valley's stick. Going to be played off the boards to Anderson. Caitlin Anderson gets that taken away from her. And going to be Anderson getting the stick inside of Windross. And we're going to be going to a penalty here. A power play for the Interlake Lightning.
Yeah, and that power play for the Lightning comes with a penalty kill for the Hawks, and that penalty kill is brought to you by Supplemental Insurance. As an athlete, are you looking for additional coverage? Contact Supplement Insurance today.
And Annika Braun starting off this penalty kill with a nice forecheck for Pembina Valley. She's on the puck. Annika Braun with it. Along the board, she just elects to pin it along there. Going to be picked up by the Lightning. Trying to dangle there was Christensen. She did, but gets that taken away from her. And now Bordadui gets that taken away. And here comes Barilski. Barilski coming up now. Barilski chips it and goes. Foster back there for Pilot Mound. For Pembina Valley. She rims that around the boards, and it gets sent back deep into their zone. And now here is a drop from Watch. Going to be sent to Ems Finson. And that's going to be cleared out of the zone, but picked up by Shuchuk. Shuchuk continuing on here. Shuchuk has a chance. Shuchuk shoots, and that's wide of the net. Good effort there from Shuchuk. Ems Finson tries sending that in, but that's going to be blocked. And Ems Finson going to Price. Going to go back to Ems Finson here. Ems Finson going across to Johansson. Johansson plays that down to Chartrand. Chartrand's pass across, hitting the body and going out of the zone. And it's going to be to Ems Finson now. Ems Finson shoots. That's going to be blocked. Pembina Valley trying to clear it, but Chartrand there. And Chartrand's shot going to be saved there by Triens. And an applause there from the Interlake crowd, and as they should. A good-looking power play there, moving it around there.
Definitely a good-looking power play there. They were moving the puck quite well, able to keep it to the outside and then find some open shooters with some lanes to try and generate some offense on this power play.
Less than 10 seconds remain here. It's in the Interlake zone. Dorsch coming out to play that one. Leaves it for a teammate. We're back to even strength here. Waddell goes up ice to Windross. Windross going to get closed off there by Martins. And out in front, Covered up nicely by Pembina Valley. Shot on net, and that's going to be saved by Ends. Puck's going to be played out, and here's Caitlin Anderson, fresh out of the penalty box. Anderson trying to dangle pass, but gets taken down. No penalty on the play. Fiala trying to go across. That ends up on Carol's stick. She sent that to Martins. Martins and Carol's going off for a change. And that puck going to end up on net on Tria Ends, and she covers it up for the whistle.
I'd like to point out that big back check by number 22, Veronica Schmars. Number 14, Caitlin Anderson, had lots of room and space there, but she put the wheels on and was able to catch up to her and negate the opportunity.
And draw was won by Pembina Valley. Trying to break out, and oh no, here's a chance for Braun. Off of that missed pass, a shot and a big save by Katie Dorsch on Annika Braun. Getting the better of her on that one.
Yeah, what a save there by Dorsch, just padding to her stats, and she's been excellent today.
Yeah.
And a huge save. Cody?
Yeah, she's been doing real good today, standing tall when she needs to.
And that draw going to be won. Going to be to Scharf. Scharf played that to a teammate. It's going to be Abby Borderdouin now. Tries sending the pass out in front, but no teammate was there. And now Cooling going to send that across to Foster. Foster sends that to Braun. Braun just before the blue line dumping that down, and going to get a set of fresh legs here on the ice for Pembina Valley. Abby Borderdouin trying to attack there. Sharp from the point. She shoots that one over the net. And it's going to be possessed by Carroll's. Carroll's sending that to Foster. Foster going to Sharp. Trying to send that over, and a bit of a bad play there. I don't know who got it. Quite a reaction from the Interlake crowd here, and their bench not too happy about it either. I didn't quite see what happened there. Did one of you two guys see that? It looked like one of their players just came across and kind of just bumped into her, sending her into the ice.
Yeah, it looked like Bordouin kind of made contact with number 20 there, Mackenzie Waddell. And, it looked like the crowd here, at least on the Interlake side, was looking for a bit of a call there. But I didn't quite see if it looked like it was intentional or just kind of incidental.
I think it was more incidental. I didn't see any malintent behind that collision, but obviously the crowd here doesn't like that call. Doesn't like that there was a call. No call there.
And that is Fiala back in the zone. A bit risky, but able to evade the pressure there, unscathed. And going to be taken into the zone by the Lightning. They're in on the forecheck. And puck's going to be sent down deep into the zone. Puck's going to be kept in the zone here. 4:10 remaining in this third period of action. Going to be sent to the point. Shot on net from Ems Finson, and that's going to be a save made by Ends, covering things up.
And just kind of was wanting to mention her a little bit before. Ava Delbozic, I know we had mentioned her between the periods, but she's really kind of been just kind of an energizer bunny out there, just constantly high energy, making plays out there.
The energy bunny, I like it. High energy. We're coming up with a lot of nicknames for players in today's game, boys. Gotta love it. We're continuing play here. Johansson at the point. Try sending that to a teammate. That's going to be held in the line by Johansson. And going to be out of the zone now from Pembina Valley. And Jessica Anderson still delayed offside. Dale Bozic did not clear fully, and now all three clear. They're able to attack again. And here is Sienna Price. Sienna Price gets that taken away from her. And now here's Abby Bordedwy giving chase. Abby Bordedwy getting the puck off that strong forecheck. Bordedwy gets that taken away from her now by Ems Finson. And Ems Finson getting closed off there by Mackenzie Cooling. Number 16, Scharf, going over to Fiala. Puck's going to be played up now. And Bordedwy, strong on the forecheck here, able to get the puck. Bordedwy trying to do a behind-the-back dangle, unable to finish it. And Annika Braun now tried sending that to either towards the net or to a teammate. Going to be picked off high in the zone by Bordedwy. Bordedwy can't maintain possession of it. It's going to be sent in the zone from Interlake by Sarah Shuchuk. Now in the neutral zone now, it's going to be Thorkelson sending that in. No icing on the play. It's waved off. Coming up on the 2-minute mark remaining here in this period. In this game, it's a 6-0 lead for the Pembina Valley Hawks here at the Access Event Center over the Interlake Lightning. Fair just decides to send that one in with a touch pass. Gonna be sent out in front. Rebound there. Save made by Dorsch. And ref getting in the way there. Gonna be sent around the boards. Leah Puto holding the line there, keeping that in. Marissa Fair with it now. Rimming that around the boards. Foster jumping up into the play. Gonna send that down low once again. And now it's gonna be a nice play there by Gracie Carrolls. Puck hit her body and she was able to keep that one in. Dale Bozic trying to send that off the boards. And a nice play by Beraliski. Almost getting a chance. And less than a minute remaining here in the third and final period of this game now. Interlake keeps it in the zone. It's going to be Smars with a good stick. Foster turning that one over. And it's going to be Jessica Anderson coming up with the puck now. Jessica Anderson past the blue line. She's going to try sending that on net, but that's going to be wide. Senneth Vanstone in now with the puck. Going to be a rebound saved by Dorsch. And going to get things covered up here with 28.4 seconds remaining in the matchup.
Yeah, just kind of looking at Interlake's game as a whole, I would say that, they've had, if you were to rate their periods, I would say that, this third period was definitely their strongest. They've had more opportunities in this one than any of the other periods, and effort level has been high here too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you 100% there, Cody.
And 15 seconds remaining. Shot from Braun and an excellent glove save there by Katie Dorsch. Meaning we're just going to have to wait a bit longer for this thing to end. 12.9 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, so close, but not quite there. We'll see another little sequence here of a play.
Under 10 seconds remaining now in this game. Down behind the goal line in the Interlake zone. Some rough stuff going on as well, but that is going to do it for this game here today. Pembina Valley back in the win column after last night's 4-2 loss to the Winnipeg Avros, winning today's game with a score of 6-0 over the Interlake Lightning.
Yeah, and that win, like you said, Graham, would actually put them to 500 if I'm not mistaken, with 4-4.
Yep, splitting their series of games here on the weekend. Well, their 2 games here on the weekend, of course, losing last night, but finishing off the weekend with a win. Always got to love that if you're a hockey team going, finishing off the weekend, feeling those good vibes.
Yeah, especially on a Sunday. You got to go for these girls, they got to go back to school tomorrow morning, so that might be a negative, but hey, you finish off the weekend with a win. That always feels good, like you said, so it must feel great for them.
We'll go to our players of the game here today. We'll do both, of course, like always, Cody and Seth. Starting off with you, Cody. Your player of the game here today in this game.
My player for the game today, I would have to say that Caitlin Dorsch, she stood tall today, faced a lot of shots, and really showed why she was selected as one of the goaltenders of the week with, facing a lot of shots. I know, looking at the score, 6 scored on her, but, looking at the stats you can't see, she had faced a lot of shots today.
Yeah, and to your point, I'm just going to add on to that a little bit. Like, she just never gave up. And, yeah, she let in 6 goals, but, that never shakes her. She let in 7 goals that other game I talked about earlier in the week, but she still made 44 saves, and it was excellent. Anyway, my player of the game for PV, it will be for the PV Hawks, and it's got to be Abby Borderdwy. She was fantastic today. I think we all can admit that. She had quite a few points in there, scored an unbelievable goal, and was just generally awesome in all his zones, especially on the forecheck, though. I noticed her forecheck was also really good.
Yeah, like you said to me, Seth, you noticed I was calling her name quite a bit, and it's very true. She was all over the ice today, aggressive on the puck, showed some great speed, some good hands. Just, I could go on and on. We'd be here all night. Just a very strong game from Abby Borderdwy in this game today for this in the 6-0 win against the Interlake Lightning. The player of the game brought to you by Align Your Mind. That's going to do for ASTV Productions coverage here from Morden, Manitoba this weekend at the Access Event Center. We won't be here next weekend, but we will be in Pilot Mountain for 2 games of the U15 Male Prep. Buffalo's Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy taking on Notre Dame. They'll be in town. Our first game will be on the 30th on Saturday, October 30th at 5 p.m., and then the second game of that 2-game series between the teams that weekend will be on Halloween morning at 11 a.m. But until then, folks, I've been your play-by-play commentator of these 2 games this weekend and of today's game, Graham Forsyth, along with Cody Wall, my color commentator to my right, and to my far right, Seth Rock, the third man on our crew, signing off here from the Access Event Center in Morden, Manitoba. Until next time, folks, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful week as well, and we'll see you next weekend in Pilot Mountain, Manitoba at Blackjack Stewart Arena. Take care, everyone.